As parents, we get so much joy and excitement watching our children take all their milestones from sitting up to rolling over, crawling, and walking. But truly, this is nothing better than hearing our child's first words. But those precious milestones seem to be delayed. If you find yourself worried about your child's speech development, you're not alone. Speech delays affect 5 to 10% of preschool-aged children, with boys being 3 to 4 times more likely to be affected than girls. But here's something that might surprise you. The root cause of many speech delays could be linked to events that happen during birth. Today, we're going to explore an often overlooked factor in speech delays and introduce you to a groundbreaking approach that goes even deeper than speech therapy and OT to fully address the root causes of speech delays. Now, this video is especially powerful for families who are already perhaps many months or even years into speech therapy and have seen some great improvements and gains but have plateaued or not progressed at the rate and level you've been looking for. We'll be discussing the surprising link between birth interventions and speech delays and how neurologically focused chiropractic care can address the root cause of these delays. We'll learn about a holistic approach that could complement or even enhance traditional speech therapies. In our practice, we've seen countless parents struggling with their child's speech delays. They've often tried various therapies, interventions, but the progress is slow or inconsistent. And what many don't realize that speech delays can often be traced back to birth trauma. When we dive into the case histories of our patient population struggling with speech delays, well over 80-90% of them have some sort of documented birth interventions, such as forceps, vacuum extraction, C-section, or induction. Studies show that birth interventions like forceps, vacuum extraction, and C-sections, which are used in a significant number of deliveries, can potentially cause physical trauma to an infant's delicate upper neck and brainstem area. And this trauma can lead to neurological dysfunction and altered function of nerves and muscles that control and facilitate speech. The physical twisting and pulling that comes with birth interventions leads to something called subluxation, which is a misalignment, fixation, and neuromuscular interference with dysfunction. These subluxations, particularly in the upper neck and brainstem area, can affect the nerves and muscles crucial for speech production. Now, here's why that matters. 1, the nervous system controls everything in the body, including speech development. 2, subluxations can interfere with the proper function of nerves responsible for speech. 3, traditional speech therapy, while valuable, may not address these underlying neurological issues because their exam and assessment doesn't look for them. Now, speech is a 3-step process. First, there's perception and input, or auditory component of speech. Second, the brain and nervous system must integrate and coordinate or make sense of this input. And then the third step is the expression or output, or expression of speech. Subluxation can interfere with each step of speech formation, including the first 2, which is why it escapes traditional medical and therapy assessment. It's not just a muscular or structural issue. While traditional speech therapy looks at speech delays as almost solely a muscular dysfunction issue, muscles are under the control of the nervous system, so the tone and coordination of the nervous system matter massively. Additionally, many providers today will blame tongue and oral ties, but even those are often first caused by subluxation and tension, stress in the nerves and nervous system. This is why so many parents report to us that even after doing traditional speech therapy and maybe even tongue and oral tie revisions, their children will still struggle with speech delays. So how to find out if we can help? Well, 1, first step to finding out if we can help a child with speech delays in any way is diving deep into their case history. We find things like a stressful pregnancy, birth interventions and trauma, difficulty nursing and latching, torticollis, plagiocephaly, chronic ear infections, and so forth. We become extra confident we can help. The next step is running our neurological insight scans, which help us find and locate subluxation within your child's nervous system. Then once we have this information and scan findings, we can then create a personalized and customized care plan for your child, sit down and review those results with you at what's called a reported findings visit. Now, if you're interested in doing this, click the link below to schedule an appointment today.